Good day, students! So ngayon, balik ulit tayo sa continuation ng recorded lecture or discussion about sa metabolic pathways na involved for energy production of our body, collectively known as they are cellular respiration. So the glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and the ATC. So in our last discussion, we already discussed the glycolysis na ang objective natin sa glycolysis is to create this molecule, this pyruvate. So yung pyruvate po, may dalawa po siyang possible na maging fate. Ano? If sa organism like human, if present po yung oxygen, ito po yung magiging fate niya, yung sunod na ano natin, yung papasok siya dito sa sunod na metabolic pathway that is called Krebs cycle. If without oxygen, ang pwede pong mangyari sa pyruvate, it will be converted into lactate. Can be converted into lactate if anaerobic ha, tandaan nyo. If anaerobic, it can be converted into lactate. Then this lactate will have fermentation. So this will cause your muscle to feel stiff. Yung parang ngalay, yung muscle o nananakit dahil because of this lactate build up in your muscle. Now, if the oxygen is present, we will continue to this next metabolic pathway to generate more ATP kasi during the process of glycolysis here, so this thing dito sa taas, we now we done with glycolysis. So yung conversion of glucose to 2-pyruvate molecule that is called glycolysis. Now after glycolysis, there is important product of this metabolic pathways, 10 steps, the pyruvate. Now the pyruvate is then again converted into this two carbon molecule. This two carbon molecule ay it is called acetyl coenzyme A. Acetyl coenzyme A. This acetyl coenzyme A, this carbon molecule will have an attached of coenzyme A. This molecule will fuel this next metabolic pathway called the Krebs cycle. Or other pangalan ng Krebs cycle, this is also called as TCA cycle or tricarboxylic acid cycle. And ano ba yung isa? Citric acid cycle. Pwede rin po siya tawagan na TCA or tricarboxylic or citric acid cycle. This is a cycle na kung saan ang pinaka essential or important product of this metabolic pathway is the electron carrier that can be utilized in the electron transport chain to generate more and more ATP. Okay? Those product of this metabolic pathway will cause the ETC or the electron transport chain in the mitochondria to create more ATPs. Okay? So by the way, ang atin po nga palang glycolysis occurs po siya sa cytoplasm of the cell. Reminders lang. Doon po siya sa cytoplasm and ang ating Krebs cycle ay sa mitochondrial matrix sa loob ng mitochondria. Kung sa kuwan ay parang cytoplasm ng mitochondria. Then ang ETC natin, yung next sa metabolic pathway to generate the ATP, directly ATP, is sa mitochondrial membrane. So ito matrix sa fluid space ng mitochondria. Okay, so let's start the process of Krebs cycle. So we're done with glycolysis. Meron siyang pyruvate, then acetyl-CoA. Now, ito pong Krebs cycle, it has 8 steps. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8, bale 8 steps lang po. Unlike the glycolysis, meron po tayong 10 steps. So now let's start with the step number 1. So sa step number 1, we have the acetyl-CoA from pyruvate converted. So bale, lahat po ng process dito sa Krebs cycle, tandaan nyo, dahil mayroon tayong dalawang pyruvate na nag-arrive, everything is always times 2. Times 2 po lagi. Now, so for step number 1 in this process, the this 4 carbon which is continuously generated into this cycle, This is called as oxaloacetate. Oxaloacetate. Okay. The oxaloacetate will react with this acetyl-CoA. So the product of this reaction for the step number one is this one called the citrate. Ano? So citrate. So what happened in between this reaction, yung 4 carbon natin, this 4, this 4 will react with this 2 carbon, producing this 6, 4 plus 2 equals 6 carbon molecule called citrate. So what happened? The coenzyme A will leave, coenzyme A, generating coenzyme A and the outside the process. So matatanggal po yung coenzyme A and also it generates H plus ions. So what is the enzyme for step number one? So yun po yung mahalaga nating matandaan yung mga enzyme. For step number one, we will have an enzyme citrate synthase. Since ang ginawa natin ay citrate, so this is the step number one. And this is the enzyme. Citrate synthase. Okay? An enzyme for creation of citrate. So what happened here is na-release or na-free po natin yung ating coenzyme A in the solution of the then H plus ions. Then also meron din po tayo nangyari ditong hydration of water. So bale water will comes in. So the H2O. So here meron po tayong addition of H2O in the step number one. Okay? So, but the essential in this step number one is the creation of the citrate, which will be processed again through a series of intermediates or along this Krebs cycle. Go. So next for citrate generation is step number two, the isomerization naman po. Dito po sa una, condensation ang nangyari. Dito naman, isomerization. So ibig sabihin, yung citrate, 6 carbon molecule pa rin. So ang mangyayari po, magkakameron po siya ng product na tinatawag na isocitrate. Isomerization po ang step number two ng Krebs cycle. Isocitrate. Ibig sabihin, isomer nung citrate. Okay? So, now, what happened in between this, substrate and reactant sa step number two? Nagkameron po tayo ng, bale, removal of water at first, or na-remove po si water, then, ibinalik po uli si water. Ganun lang po. So, bale, nagkameron tayo ng production of water, H2O, then, also addition of water. So now really the important here in the step another step uli is the enzyme. Ano po yung enzyme sa step number two? We have the enzyme called aconitase. So aconitase ang enzyme po dito sa step number two. Aconitase. Okay, that's it for step number two. Nagkameron po tayong isomerization reaction creating the isomer of citrate called isocitrate. Then, meron tayong removal of water, then addition of water. Nangyari po lang ito in between kasi kinikreate lang natin yung isomer ng ating citrate in this process. Okay? So, the enzyme for this process is aconitase. Okay? So, next for isocitrate naman, it will be reacted to this product. Ano po sunod sa product? Sa step number 3, isocitrate will be converted into product called alpha-ketoglutarate. Now, kung mapapansin nyo, ang alpha-ketoglutarate ay 5 carbon na lang. Same with this, kung nakikita nyo sa pyruvate, 3 carbon po siya. Then, kung mapapansin nyo, yung ating 3 carbon na yon ay naging 2 carbon na lang. Pero may napansin tayo in between, may tanggal na carbon dioxide. So decarboxylation po ang nangyari diyan. So here magkakameron po tayo ng decarboxylation para ma-create yung product. So what is this 5 carbon product from isocitrate called? That is alpha ketoglutarate. Alpha ketoglutarate. Okay? So, alpha-ketoglutarate or step number 3 from isocitrate to alpha-ketoglutarate. Nabawasan po yung carbon natin. Ibig sabihin, may lumabas po tayong carbon dioxide. Ano, bale nangyari po ngayon dito sa step number 3, ano, this is the first generation of also of our NADH, the electron carrier na kailangan ma-produce dito sa Krebs cycle. Ano, sa step number 3. So, unang-unang mangyari po dito, meron po tayo ng decarboxylation. So, bale nagkamali lang ako. So, bale mangyayari we have a removal of carbon through decarboxylation, CO2. So, mababawasan yung ating carbon from 6 naging 5 na lang. Then, we also have oxidation through NAD+. Ano? NAD+. By the way, times 2 ng times 2 po dito. We have 2 NAD+. We have also rin 2 carbon dioxide. Ano? Generating our first electron carrier, 2NADH plus a hydrogen, dalawang hydrogen ions. So, dito po sa ating reaction sa step number 3, we generate the first NADH. Ano? So, 2 NADH and 2H plus po ang nag-generate natin. This NADH, mga electron carrier na to, dito po yung gagamitin natin sa electron transport chain para mag-power ng channels na magpupush nung electrons para magkameron tayo ng gradients ng mga protons na magpupush ng pag-create ng mga ATP sa electron transport chain. Ano? Kaya ito po yung binabantayan natin dito sa Krebs cycle. So, dito sa Krebs cycle, step number 3, nagkameron tayo ng NAD8. Ano? NAD8 plus 2 NAD. So, what happened here is we have decarboxylation and oxidation reaction. Ano? So, bale na-oxidize po tayo, isocitrate, naging alpha-ketoglutarate. Next, reactions from alpha-ketoglutarate to succinyl coenzyme A. Ano, bale ang sunod nating product is step number 4, succinyl CoA. Coenzyme A. Succinyl, ang pangalan na, succinyl. Now, what happened in between here? Dito po, 'di ba meron po tayong oxidation and decarboxylation. Meron din po dito, same din. So bale ganun ulit kung may narinig kayong oxidation, decarboxylation, meron po tayo uling NAD+. So this is the second oxidation natin na para mag-create tayo ng ano NAD+. So 2 NAD plus creating 2 NADH plus 2H plus ions. Tinuto ko na kasi times 2 ng times 2 dito sa process na ito ng Krebs cycle. Ano? Then, another thing na mangyayari dito is the decarboxylation ulit. So, kung mapapansin nyo, from 5 carbon ay naging 4 carbon sa susunil ko eh. Kaya magkakameron tayo ng decarboxylation. Ano? So, bale ang mangyayari diyan may lalabas po ulit tayong CO2, decarboxylate release ulit. Then, aside from this decarboxylation and oxidation by NAD+, ay mag-add naman po uli, papasok uli si coenzyme A. Ano, babalik uli si coenzyme A. So, coenzyme A will bring back, kaya magiging pangalan ng ating succinyl coenzyme A. Okay, ng product sa step number 4. Bale, anong nangyari ulit? Oxidation ulit by NAD plus and decarboxylation. Kaya yung 5 carbon ng alpha ketoglutarate naging 4 carbon. Okay? For the next reaction is this what will create, this is step number 5, will create succinate. By the way, may nakakalimutan pala ang sir. Nakakalimutan ko yung enzyme. So, dito po si citrate synthase, dito is aconitase. So, the enzyme between isocitrate to alpha ketoglutarate is alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase. Ano? That is alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase. Basta may nakita kayong NAD+, NADH, dehydrogenase po yung enzyme diyan kadalasan. Dehydrogenase. hydrogenase. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ini-steal nung ating ano, yung hydrogen, ano. So, for the next reaction, alpha ketoglutarate to succinyl CoA. So, our enzyme here is this enzyme pala, itong alpha ketoglutarate. Yan, bale may nakalimutan pa ako, isa pala, nalikdakan ko yung isang enzyme. This alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase is the enzyme for this reaction. Ano? Dehydrogenase. Alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase ang para dito sa reaction na ito. Bale, ayusin ko na lang ang sulat. Dehydrogenase. Okay. So, bale yan po yung dyan sa alpha ketoglutarate to succinyl CoA. Okay. Dito naman sa isocitrate to alpha ketoglutarate ay isocitrate. Ano? This is isocitrate dehydrogenase. Bale. Dito sa isocitrate sa step number 3. Ang enzyme dito ay isocitrate dehydrogenase. Okay. Dehydrogenase. Okay. Isocitrate dehydrogenase ang enzyme dito sa step number 3. Dito naman sa step number 4 ay alpha keto glutarate. Glutarate dehydrogenase. Okay? Now, for this succinyl CoA, punta tayo naman dito sa sa next step sa step number 5, succinyl CoA magiging succinate ha, succinate. So, bale, magiging product natin sa step number 5 ay magiging succinate, yung succinyl CoA. Ano? So, nawala yung coenzyme A. Ibig sabihin, yung coenzyme natin ay magpi-free uli. Keep ulitin sa chemical reaction nitong nitong step number 5. So, lalabas uli ang ating coenzyme A. Then, ano pa yung mga ibang mangyayari dito? So dito po magkakameron po tayo ng generation of a ng GDP. Kasi ang tawag dito GTP. Same po siya sa sa ATP. Same po siya. Bale from GDP, energy carrier molecule din po itong mga GDP at GTP. It will phosphorylate uh, our process GDP magiging GTP. So bale, para din po siyang ATP. Itong GTP po, ikino-convert din po yan papuntang ATP. Okay? So this is an energy carrier. So lagyan ko ng para yan. GTP po dito sa step number 5. Then napiprint po natin yung coenzyme A. Mawawala po yung coenzyme A. So now again, what matter here is the enzyme sa step number 5. What is the enzyme? That is what we call succinyl-CoA synthetase. Ano? Succinyl-CoA synthetase. Succinyl-CoA synthetase. So that is the enzyme for step number 5. Okay? Now, after succinate, bali phosphorylation lang po ang nangyari dito GDP to GTP. Next, for the step number 6 pala, sorry, for step number 6, we have the formation naman from succinate magiging fumarate. Ano? So, fumarate. Bale, still 4 carbon pa rin po. Wala na po tayong mangyayari masyado ditong decarboxylation. Dito lang po tayo nagkameron ng decarboxylation, sa step 3 at saka sa step 4. Pero pagdating dito sa puro 4 carbons na po, wala na nababawas sa carbon. So, bale sa step number 6 from succinate, again, sinabi ko na kanina, fumarate. Magiging fumarate. 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 Okay. So, succinate naging fumarate. Okay. So, what happened in between this reaction? Dito po magkakameron din po tayo ng oxidation. Pero this time, it's not the NAD plus. It is the other electron carrier molecule, that is the FAD. So yung FAD will still hydrogen in this reaction. So FAD turns into FADH2. So FADH2. So another electron carrying molecule na po ulit na generate natin sa number 6 ha. Tandaan magkameron tayo ng generation ng NADH sa step number 3, ayan, very important po yung NADH na yan para sa electron transport chain. Then dalawa po ulit dito sa step number 4. Then dito na ngayon, another energy carrying molecule. Bale, times 2 rin po yan. Times 2 po nga. Times 2 bawat ano dito. Lagyan natin. Oh, so, times 2 to. Dalawa yan. Dalawa. Dalawa. Kaya dalawa ng dalawa mapoproduce yan. Kasi dalawang pyruvate yung ating initial lang dito. So, bale, nagkameron po ng ano, oxidation lang sa from succinate to fumarate sa step number 6. ADH naman po yung ginamit, hindi NAD+. Okay. So now what is the enzyme? That is uh, succinate dehydrogenase. Ano? Succinate. Bale, ang enzyme natin dito sa step number 6 ay succinate. Bale, bali ang kulay lang ako sulat. Gawin ko dilaw. Succinate dehydrogenase. Basta mga NADH, NAD+, yan ay dehydrogenase enzyme. Okay? Now, after ng step number 6 po ha, ano lang po ito, oxidation lang, FAD, naging FADH2. Dalawang FADH2 ang na-create natin dito. Now, for step number 7, fumarate will be converted into malate. No, malate. Bale, malapit na tayong ano, ma-regenerate uli into oxaloacetate. Ano, para sa step number 8, regeneration ng oxaloacetate. Then, continuous lang yung process natin ng Krebs cycle, paikot-ikot lang. So, bale, malate, ano pong nangyari in between dito sa step number 7, sa malate, nagkameron po tayo dito ng hydration. Ano, bale, mag-i-input po tayo dito ng water. We input here a water. Then, ah, yun lang ang nangyari dito. So, bale, anong pangalan ng enzyme? Yun ang pinaka-important dito. So, bale, fumarate ang ating pangalan ng ng substrate. So, bale, ang ating ano ay fumarase. Ang enzyme natin sa step number 7 ay fumarase. Bale, nag-hydration lang po. Naglagay lang tayo ng H2O para magbago yung chemical composition ng ating fumarate maging malate. Then next, from malate, mare-regenerate na po ulit natin ng oxaloacetate. So this is the number 8 ay last oxidation process po. Bale, kung oxidation po ang nabanggit nating term, ibig sabihin meron po tayong involved na naman dito na NAD+. Okay, meron po tayong involved na NAD+. So bale, NAD+ will turn into NADH plus H plus ion. So, bale, times 2, dalawa po. Bale, this is the last oxidation na nangyari sa step number 8. Malate converted into oxaloacetate. Now, what is the enzyme? So, syempre, alam natin, pag may NAD plus, dehydrogenase na yan. Tapos, ipapangalan lang natin doon sa pinakang ano natin, pinaka-substrate. Bale, magiging pangalan ay substrate tayo, malate. Ano? Malate. Anong nangyari? May NAD+, that is dehydrogenase. Ano? Dehydrogenase. Okay? Now, kompleto na po yung cycle. Then, ganun po. Kaya tinawag siyang Krebs cycle kasi mauulit lang uli yung proseso. Hanggat may glucose na pumapasok, hanggat may pyruvate na nakikreate, tuloy kong Krebs cycle para mag-generate ng ating mga very important product nitong Krebs cycle. Yung ating NADH, bale, here meron tayong ano, yan, ilang NADH, 2, then dito, dalawa uling NADH, 4, bale, meron tayong total of 6, ano. So, ang na-generate po natin sa Krebs cycle ay meron tayong 6 na NADH as electron carrier. Meron din po tayong 6 na H plus ions at meron tayong dalawang FADH, ano, dalawang FADH2. 2, okay. So this product ng Krebs cycle is the one that will fuel the next metabolic pathway, the electron transport chain. Bale, ang electron transport chain naman, class ay sa mitochondrial membrane naman siya located. Do'n naman siya. Yun yung nagpa-pump ng ATP, ano. So, for our next discussion, we're talking about naman sa electron transport chain. So, i-familiarize niyo na po yung mga processes nitong Krebs cycle. So, I hope nagkameron tayo ng kaunting orientation dito sa metabolic pathway na 'to. If first time niyo lang 'to, medyo nakaka-overwhelm pa. Pero 'pag sanay na kayo dito sa mga metabolic pathway na 'to at nape-practice niyo sila, ay mas sasaulo niyo rin sila at magiging, very easy na sa inyo na tandaan sila, ano. So, that's all for this recorded lecture. I hope ay makatulong ito para sa inyo para maipasa niyo ang final examination. That's all and God bless, guys.